And verse 3 says, Get thee hence and turn thee eastwards and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. You see, we get all psyched up when we're ready for the battle. And God says, go and hide. But he was obedient, so he went and he hid. And verse 4 says, And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. Elijah had got the promise of being fed, but that promise was at the brook. That promise was in the place of hiding. Now, we don't know exactly what the conditions were at this brook, whether he had a cave to live in or just under trees, we don't know. But isn't it good to know that God can have confidence in us as well as us having confidence in God? Because we read it there, he said, I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. See, God had confidence in Elijah that he would be there. And God had already instructed the ravens where to feed him at. So he went and did according unto the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. Now, whether he was comfortable there, or whether he still had this fire burning on him to take on the enemies of God, we don't know. The Bible doesn't tell us. But I believe from my own experience that there was a fire burning on him. And the longer the waiting goes on, the greater the fire gets. And we've been preparing for a mighty move of the Spirit of God for quite a number of years. Not so long ago we were talking about adding to our faith virtue and virtue patience and so on. You see, there's a place of preparation where we must never let the zeal overrun the desire to see the plan of God accomplished. You see, if we let that zeal out of control, it'll lead us up. We must stay in that place of obedience. We can't see any other reason for Elijah to be hiding at the brook other than to let the king see the drought taking hold. You see, the situation was such that perhaps Ahab thought, well, this is another religious fanatic, because he really believed Jezebel whenever she said that Baal controlled the weather, controlled the harvest, controlled everything. But you see, God's about to prove that Baal was no better than Satan, the useless one. Because Satan likes to think and make people think that he controls circumstances. Satan can only control what we allow him to control.